Okay, here's the rest. I already started this table. We're going to plot 5 points. So at -2, I'm at 2.25. So at -2, I'm at 2.25. At -1, I'm at 2.5, so a little bit up. At 0, I'm at 3. At 1, I'm at 4. And at 2, I'm at 6. So I'm going to draw a nice smooth curve up here. And we're going to draw a smooth curve, never going to get below -2 or +2. Sorry. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. So describe the shifting that would occur. Given the parent graph, y equals 2 to the x, describe the shifts. So remember, up top here, that's a left-right shift. This is an up-down shift. So I would say this shifts 1 unit right and 7 units up. Remember, opposite on the inside, so -1 means 1 unit to the right, and +7 on the outside, or not in the exponent, is it an up shift. This guy here, so I'm going to say this shifts 4 units, and because it's positive right here, it's going to go left. And right here, +2 is going to be 2 units up. Okay? All right, state the exponential function for each of the tables. So what are we going to do here? We just got to figure out, I need my A and my B. Okay? I'm always going to circle where it's 0, so I know my A is 1. And how do I get from 1 to 3? Multiply by 3. 3 to 9, multiply by 3. Sometimes it's easier to see it over here on the right-hand side of the table. Well, it works. 1/3 times 3 is 1. 1/9 times 3 is 1/3. So my B is going to be 1/3. So I get y equals 1 times 3. Whoops. And we're going to scratch this. I multiply by 3. The B is going to be 3. So 3 to the x power. Okay? Over here, I need my A and my B. My A is 1. That's where the x is 0. Now, how do I get from 1 to 6? Multiply by 6. 6 to 36. Multiply by 6. And it works throughout the whole table. I'm multiplying by 6, so my B is going to be 6. Whoops. So I'm going to get y equals 1 times 6 to the x. Okay? Couple more here. So we got to plot at least 3 points here. So we're just going to make a new calculator, get an x and a y, probably 3 to 5 points would be the best. So I would definitely say I would start with 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's do 4 points. So at 0, I'm going to be, when I put a 0 into there, I get 4 to the -2, which is 1/16. So 1 and 1/16. So 1 and 1/16. Or you can do the decimal. 1, when I put 1 in there, I get 1 and 1/4, or 1.25. When I put 2 in there, I get 2. When I put 3, I get 5. So at 3, I'm at 5. At 2, I'm at 2. At 1, I'm at 1, 2, 1 and 1.25. At 0, oops, I'm a little closer to 1. So this is going to get really close to 1, but never go below it. Okay? Same thing over here. So let's plot a few points here. I'm going to go with -2, -1, 0, 1. So at -2, I get 7. At 1, -1, I get, so when I put -1 in up here, I get 3 to the third power minus 2. 3 to the third power is 27, so this is 25. So this is going to be really high up. At 0, I get something else. I get another really big number. I'm going to get, when I put a 0 in here, I get 3 to the fourth minus 2, which is going to be, this is going to be really big numbers here. So we should maybe say -3, -4. I'll just go back up here. So at -3, when we put it in, we get a 1. At -4, I get a -1. So at -3, I get 1. -4, I get -1. -2, I get 7. So we know it goes up like this. Now we just don't know where it starts to turn. So it's going to get really, really close to -2. It's going to come down here and get really close, but never pass it. So it'll be -1 point something and get really close. Okay, last question. We're going to create a table of values for this function. So right into the calculator, we're going to put this right here into the calculator, and we get